The first time you ride the RTA Health Line to University Circle, you may wonder, what should I do with my bag? Can I put it on the seat next to me? What if someone wants to sit there? Will they just scooch it over? Ask me to move it? Is there a please move your bag signal that I'm unaware of? Maybe my bag is taking someone's regular seat. Maybe I'm taking someone's regular seat. Did I just set off a regular seat chain reaction and now everyone's mad at me? Or is this my regular seat? Yeah, I could get used to this. It's easier than you think, Cleveland. RTA, get ready to ride.
On today's episode of Around Town, we'll check out the 3rd annual Total Wellness and Education Fair, where we learn the importance of maintaining a healthy lifestyle. Then we'll see the grand opening of Bytegrid Data Center, a new national data storage company located right in the heart of downtown Cleveland.
Good morning, everyone. I'd like to take a minute and welcome everybody to Community Assessment and Treatment Services for the 3rd annual Total Wellness, Health, and Education Fair. Thanks for putting up with the last-second changes for the table setup, and thank you to Mother Nature for holding the rain off till late this afternoon, so we'll all be out of here by then. And I just want to say, without the help of Daryl Jackson, More Counseling, Neon, all of the community partners, the councilmen, Slavic Village, we couldn't have put this thing on. We're lucky enough to have the space. We have almost 80 vendors that came out today, and we're expecting more than 500 consumers to come out today to see everything we have to offer. So, without anything else, I'd like to pass this on to Daryl Jackson.
Good afternoon, you all. I would first like to welcome you all to the 3rd Health and Wellness Education Fair. The first year we served about 195 participants. The second year slightly over that, a little over 205. And like Robert said, that we're supposed to basically look forward to maybe like over 500 consumers. So I would like to thank you all for joining us. Hopefully you all can gain some education, some knowledge on the things that are offered in your community. And again, thank you. And this time we would like to bring up Councilman Brancatelli. He is the councilman over the ward in the area.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Councilman Tony Brancatelli. Thank you all for coming out on this beautiful day. So last night the Cavaliers win. We're on our way to the Eastern Championship. I'm listening to ESPN this morning. They're playing an old hip-hop song. This is how we do it. I'm not going to ask you all to sing it, but when I come here and I see this great event, this is how we do it in this neighborhood. This is how we make successful people. This is how we move people's lives forward. This is the total wellness, education, health, all the services that we need to move our lives in a positive direction. I can't thank Community Assessment as much for continuing to put on these great events. Thank you very much, and we look forward to a successful event today. Thank you very much.
Next, I'd like to welcome the Executive Director of Community Assessment, Roxanne Wallace.
Hi, I want to welcome everybody to Community Assessment and Treatment Services. We've been in Slavic Village for almost 25 years now, and we offer alcohol and drug treatment, halfway house services, and we offer both inpatient and outpatient treatment. There's a lot of good resources today for everybody to look at and take information about. We have a lot of treatment providers, and we hope you all take advantage of it because these services are greatly needed to make everybody healthier and happier. So welcome to Community Assessment and the Wellness Fair. Thank you.
At this time, I would like to bring to the podium the Honorable Judge Lauren Moore. She is the newly appointed Greater Cleveland Drug Court Judge.
Thank you, Daryl. Dr. Jackson. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I'm Judge Lauren Moore, and I have done the drug court for, I guess, 5 months now. And I must say, I've been a judge for almost 12 years. It's one of the most gratifying things I've ever done. It's a very gratifying experience, and it's really interesting to see how a lot of the people who come before us, how they were then and how they are now. So you can actually see a visible difference in them. So that knows that we're making a difference. We can see through the people how much of a difference we are making, and it's very, very gratifying. And as a representative of the court, I must say, you know, Cleveland Municipal Court has it all. We have the drug court, we have the veterans court, we have the special, I forget, the housing court, yes, thank you very much. And we have all these specialized courts, and we are really trying to address all the concerns in our community. And so Cleveland Municipal Court has their finger on the pulse of the community. So I thank you very much. Please enjoy this affair. It's a wonderful affair, and I thank you very much.
Thank you, Judge Moore. Next, I'd like to bring to the podium Charity Hall from Neon, one of the community partners that's putting on this event. And Karen Butler. I'm sorry, I didn't see Ms. Butler showed up. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Charity Hall from Neon Health Services. This is a health and wellness fair. We believe in health and the wellness of the individual. We have a new location at 9127 Miles Avenue, and we're so happy to be a part of this great event and a partner with the drug court. And at this time, I would like to introduce to some and present to others our COO, Ms. Karen K. Butler, and she's gonna bring everything else home.
Thank you, Charity. Good morning, everybody. It is wonderful to be here today. I see a lot of familiar faces, a lot of good friends, and Neon is really excited to be a part of this partnership. And you know, this represents more than just an event for the day, but this is long term. Really, this whole partnership is designed to make sure that we provide the support that our residents, our friends, our neighbors are in need of. And I just really want to commend our drug court. I commend all of the other partners, all of our legislators who provided support for this. And again, we want to welcome you to Neon and to take a look at what we have to offer. We have lots of information, but we also have services that are really here to support the community. So again, we thank you for allowing us to be a part of this event, and we want to encourage everyone to really enjoy a good day today. Thank you very much.
Next, I would like to introduce Chris Alvarado, the Executive Director of Slavic Village Development Corporation. Without his help, this fair would have been held in that tiny parking lot because we didn't own this until he helped. So, Mr. Alvarado, please.
Thank you. So welcome everybody here to Broadway Slavic Village. We're absolutely thrilled to have Community Assessment Treatment Services as a keystone of our neighborhood. We talk about the importance of stabilizing neighborhoods. Well, really it starts with strengthening and stabilizing individuals and families and households. And so the work that all of you do for this total health, looking at not just the medical factors of health, but also the environmental factors of health, including stability with your finances, stability in terms of having jobs, and being able to be connected to resources is so important. So thank you all for coming out here. Thank you to CATS for being a keystone, and we love seeing all of you. Good morning.
Another intricate piece of the court is our mental health court. The Greater Cleveland Drug Court is now focusing on specialized dockets, drug court, veterans court, mental health court, and human trafficking. We have the Honorable Judge Ed Wade here.
I don't have a problem with a mic. You should be able to hear me pretty good. I am Judge Ed Wade. I do run the mental health court. And our objective is to try to make sure, our objective rather, is to make sure everyone gets the services they need when they come into the court. The problem is a lot of people enter the court and have mental problems and it's not noticed. We try to have a procedure in place so that we can detect those individuals and make sure they get treatment so they won't be back in the court and they can be productive members of society. And that's our objective. When I first started handling the court, there were 4 or 5 cases. We're up to 25 now. My goal is to recognize at least 100 and keep a docket of at least 100 individuals with these problems so we can deal with them. We have some of the best social service agencies working with us. And I'd also like to add, my director tries to stay under low key, and his name is Brian Siggers. He makes sure that I get everything in order. There he is over there smiling. I tried to force him to come over here. Why don't you come over for a minute, Brian? No, don't wave, come on. So, if there's any questions, I'll gladly answer them, but the mental health court, we're really striving to improve the quality of health care through the court that people with mental deficiencies or mental problems do in fact have. And we respect their confidentiality. Can you come here for one second? I want everybody to see who my right-hand man is. He tried to avoid that. Without him, I'd be in the dark. And I want to say thank you. And remember, Ed Wade runs the mental health court.
Next, I'd like to introduce another community partner that helped put this program on today. Brian Moore from Moore Counseling and Mediation Services.
Good morning. All right, on behalf of Moore Counseling and Mediation Services and the Dr. Martina Moore, who serves as president, I want to thank all of you for not only coming out for your health, but I want to thank you for contributing to the health of everybody else around you. You know, we all are relational. Each one of us lives in a relational society. We don't live alone. We're all connected to each other, one to another. So I just want us to remember that as we go about life, we're touching other lives. Here, the partners we have right here, the businesses, are also touching your lives. So we hope to make positive impact on all of your lives so that you can make a positive impact on all of the other lives that you touch. So with that, I just want to say thank you for coming out, and we love you very much.
Another key partner in putting the Total Health and Wellness Fair together is David Gredick from the Cleveland Department of Public Health. David.
Thanks, Rob. Well, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Appreciate everybody coming out on this beautiful day. This is a great turnout. I don't know if any of you recall the very first Total Health and Wellness Fair that occurred. It was in the Justice Center about 3 years ago, and there were perhaps 10 tables of providers and maybe 50 to 75 people who happened to be in the Justice Center and got to enjoy the ceremony and the honor for the drug court that occurred that day. So this is fantastic. It's great to see how this has grown, and we want to, of course, on behalf of City of Cleveland Department of Public Health and Director Twinette Perilla, thank you very much for all your support. You know that recovery is a group effort, and we're looking here at part of the holistic presentation of how we help people recover. Treatment works, people recover. I don't know if you've heard that before, but like Brian Moore just said, we're all in this together. Thank you very much.
Another community partner that was an integral part of putting this all together is Pastor LaBelle Henderson. Mr. Henderson was able to get 40 of these tables so you guys aren't all sitting on the ground. He was able to run around like a chicken with his head cut off with me this morning to get people assigned to tables when we scrambled to spread it out a little bit so you weren't all crammed under the tent sitting on each other's laps. And he was very, very integral to helping us pull this off. So Mr. Henderson, if you'd come up.
Good morning, everyone. I would just like to thank each and every one for coming out today and help make this a success, to be a part of this great occasion. So again, thank you, and give yourself a big round of applause.
So again, we would like to thank you all for attending, and at this time, we would like you all to enjoy the fair. Make sure you gain some knowledge and information from your community providers at this time, and again, thank you.
Thank you everyone for coming out, and please enjoy the rest of this beautiful weather. We've got a couple more hours. Thank you.
Wait, the mental health board.
Stay tuned for more Around Town.
Hey, what are you doing?
Just throwing your empty bottle in the garbage.
Don't you know plastics go in the blue container?
Mayor Frank Jackson and the City of Cleveland are committed to keeping your neighborhood clean and green through the use of the city-issued trash and recycling carts. It's safe, convenient, and mandatory. For more information, contact the Cleveland Division of Waste Collection at 216-664-3717.
How did you get to be so smart?
I had a good teacher.
For an in-depth look at local news and events happening in our great city, tune in to TV20's Weekly News Wrap-Up, where you get the whole story. Daily at 7 a.m., noon, and 6 p.m. Only right here on TV20. TV20, we are Cleveland. Thanks for watching Around Town.
All right, well, hello, my name is Bill Winsoninsky. I'm Vice President and General Manager of the Midwest for Bytegrid Data Centers. It is my honor to welcome the distinguished guests and colleagues to the Bytegrid Cleveland Technology Center. Thank you very much for coming today. We're really excited. So we're going to be doing tours here that start briefly after the comments. And just so you know, the tour steps, there's 1,657 steps in case you don't have your Fitbit on. There's 1,650 steps through here. Today we are celebrating the completion of Phase 1, which is 45,000 square feet of Tier 3 data center space. But I would like to recognize the dedication, commitment, and collaboration that made this day a reality. And as I walk through this site, this completed space, it's difficult to remember what the original state was. In January of this year, I was sitting in an empty shell, sitting there calling. I had posters set up, board renderings to help people understand what the finished product was going to look like. And I tried my best to set the stage and help people visualize what this site will look like eventually. That was January 2nd. January 2nd. 4 months later, we were commissioning a world-class Tier 3 data center. That's astounding. Thank you. With that said, I would like to recognize every person who worked on this facility through some of the worst weather Cleveland had to offer. I would be remiss if I didn't recognize first and foremost our project lead, Simon Tusha, and Dan Richardson, for orchestrating every tradesperson, navigating permits, vendors, bringing order to the chaos that is building a Tier 3 data center. I would also like to recognize our general contractor, Whiting Turner, and our architect and design group, CH2M Hill. Thank you very much. And personally, I would like to raise a glass in recognition to my friend and colleague, Jeremy Lavelle, who came aboard as our building manager and has worked tirelessly to understand and learn every square inch of this massive facility. Thank you very much, buddy. And to our board of directors, our executive team, Kim Parent, Manny Mencia, Todd Ellsworth, Mike Clemson, and Drew Fassett, thank you very much for your support and vision in making this site a reality. Your commitment to this project never wavered. And as a data center professional who is passionate about this stuff, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. We are very excited to be opening our doors in downtown Cleveland. The city has embraced us in this project every step of the way. I would personally like to thank, and I think my colleagues share this, personally like to thank Tracy Nichols for being our champion and the entire business and technology community in Northeast Ohio. You stood behind us every step of the way. We are committed to the success of Cleveland and Northeast Ohio in helping build the technology foundation that supports all business. Thank you very much. And at this time, it is my pleasure to introduce the Mayor of Cleveland, the Honorable Frank G. Jackson.
Good afternoon. And how are you? Good, good. You know, I want to welcome Bytegrid to Cleveland, and really want to thank them for choosing Cleveland and recognizing the opportunities that Cleveland presents and engaging us in a way that we can really help them to be successful, because their success is our success. When I was doing the tour of one company inside, I was really amazed at what they've accomplished here, and the whole ability to recognize opportunity in an industry, and how with this development and with the companies that will be attracted to this development, how they will serve to make Cleveland a more competitive place for other companies to want to operate in, to locate in, and how this infrastructure that they build here adds to the bottom line of companies and makes them more efficient and more profitable, in that they don't have to spend capital money to do things that maybe before they did, or they had operations in-house that now they can contract out for less expense and actually build the capacity. And this development helps to build that capacity for them to do that. So I want to welcome Bytegrid to the city of Cleveland and really thank them for choosing Cleveland. And I really mean it when I say that it is this type of development that ensures Cleveland's future. We have things that are happening that will capture the moment, and that will be the highlight of the day. But it's things like this that are the practical things of business that will ensure Cleveland's future and ensure that we as a community can be prosperous, and that we can allow for others opportunity to be prosperous with us. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Now I'd like to introduce our CEO, Ken Parent.
Thank you all. So I have some talking points here, but I can't seem to find my glasses. You know, I wish, they say you get wiser as you grow older. I would trade some of that wisdom for my eyesight back, along with many other things. We thank you so much, as the others have said, for being, as Bill and the mayor has said, thank you for being here and being part of this occasion for us. Of course, there's nothing else really interesting happening in the city today. So we understand you have nowhere else to go. So we really appreciate you coming and celebrating this opening for us. As Bill has said, you know, we're very thankful to the city. We're very thankful to the mayor and the staff, to the people of the Economic Development Department. Tracy Nichols in particular has been as good of an advocate and a partner for us as we have found in many of the places that we do business in. And that's extremely important. And the state has been terrific too. The governor, when he found out, we talked to his people, and 3 to 5 days after having that conversation, well before we even bought this asset, he reached out to us and asked what he could do, and followed up by actually doing things for us. So all across the board, it's been terrific. It's been truly a nice welcome. And this is a partnership. I mean, you read the tax records, it's only our name on it, and it's true we own this asset, but this is very much a partnership, and we can't do something like this successfully without the help of a lot of interested and passionate people, and the community leaders, and the involvement has just been absolutely terrific. So we thank you for that. This project is truly the culmination of a dream for us. You know, when we started this business several years ago, we sort of evaluated the landscape once, tried to decide what we wanted to be and where we wanted to go and how we wanted to participate in the space. And we said, you know, there's a lot of wonderful communities that are really thriving, but for some reason just don't have, you know, that available infrastructure to support the growth and the demands of the user base. And we view Cleveland very much in that vein. You've got a lot of business here, you've got a lot of activity, you've got a lot of need for quality infrastructure, and it's being met at certain levels. But when you start moving up into looking at the enterprise or the government users, there wasn't a lot of options here. So we said, hey, this is a good place for us to come in. We looked at the demographics, we evaluated what was happening, we looked at the business here and said this is a good place to be, and we're happy to be here. And this really, I think we're doing this in other cities as well, and it's just wonderful to be able to come and provide this kind of a project and this kind of a product to a city and a community and a business environment that really needs it. So it's been a terrific process for us so far. Again, proud to be here, proud to be a part of Cleveland, proud to be part of the ecosystem, proud to support the growth, both here in the city and regionally, and hopefully we'll bring some national attention in and bring some more customers in from outside, even outside the state. As Bill said, this is the first phase of the project. We're going to wind up hopefully doing a lot here. We delivered quite a bit of white floor space, and if you have a chance to tour through after we're done here, and I'll be quick so you can start drinking and do your thing. Almost done. But you get a tour, a chance to go through, please do it. I think you'll be very impressed with what you're seeing. But this is really just the start of things to come for us here. We've got a lot of space. We've got a lot of room to grow. We've got a lot of money. So we're excited to be able to continue on with what we started. In closing, we've thanked a lot of people. I know Bill thanked a lot of the folks and a lot of the Bytegrid people here, but I do want to give a special thanks to the team. You just don't build something like this. 4 months is hard enough, but really when you think about putting something together like this, everything it takes from beginning to end, it's a very daunting, almost an exhausting process from coming in, evaluating the market, conceptualizing what you can do here, buying, leasing, building, operating. It is a tremendous effort really to achieve all of that, and we are only able to do that because of the strength of the team. The people that are here, and there's many people that are not here, they're out creating dreams for us in other markets. It's just some of the best and people, very dedicated, very persevering, definitely understanding the vision, and absolutely looking to finish what they started, and that's what we've done here. So thank you very much for the team and what you've done. Your hard efforts are, you're really the best in the breed. You are the Cavaliers of the NBA. So thank you very much. Have a great rest of the day, and hope to see you inside.
I just wanted to thank our sponsors today for helping us out here and making this happen. MCPC, obviously, thank you very much. They're the platinum sponsor today. CH2M Hill, E-Technologies and Eaton Corporation, Don Will, and ASMGI, thank you very much for your support, your partnership and collaboration. It means a lot to us. And one last thing I wanted to mention. When I first started here about 1 year and 3 months ago, the building manager was a gentleman by the name of John Grinchick. And John had been in this building for over 5 years. He knew every nook and cranny of this massive building. And when we bought the property and we're starting to build and plan this site, he was so excited that this project was getting off the ground and that he can have a hand in it, and helped out every step of the way. And he was one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. Professional, and just one of the nicest guys ever. And unfortunately, he passed away before he can see a lot of our efforts. So today, I want to dedicate this day to John, and just have him in our memory as we do this, because he played a big role. So thank you very much, everybody.
Thanks for watching Around Town, only on TV 20. We are Cleveland. Don't forget to follow us on social media and our blog, tv20cleveland.com.